Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey. Okay. All right. Okay. You can talk. I'm recording now. Okay. We got 15 minutes of recording on this. Okay. Can I narrow this? Minimize. Okay. All right. So, Leo. Um. So we got the demographics. We can do the demographics. The historical shift. Do you feel like that? You want to talk about that?
Mm-hmm.
In population.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got?
Location.
Hmm?
Location.
Oh. Location. So, south side of Chicago. And then, of course, what that means,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
what that means. Because you can just keep saying, oh, we on the south side of Chicago, but what does that mean? Right? So we need some crime rates or
Mm-hmm.
something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mean household income, all the good sense of stuff. Need some data points now. That cigar's ruined. I just thought about that.
What you say?
That cigar's ruined. I just thought
Oh.
about it. Okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, this was the fancy guitar? The guitar.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, that I just bought. No, I would have stayed outside in that rain and smoked a cigar. That $20 cigar. It's gonna get all my attention.
Okay.
Um. So just skip down and let me just talk about just some of the things that are different based on the narrative that we're putting here.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say the first thing is offering a fifth year high school. Which is,
Really? Uh-huh. What's that look like?
so I mean, it's kind of simple, right? Kids come in behind; they're under the gun in terms of figuratively and literally, in terms of finishing high school in 4 years. If you come in behind, then the chances of you finishing in 4 years, right? That's a stagnant time period. But if you give them the option to return for a fifth year to complete coursework or classes they may have failed, um, that allows for a higher success rate for the school.
Oh, wow. So do they have to do that early on? Like select, I'm doing this for 5 years? Or that's just when they're a senior?
If they don't have sufficient credits, instead of, you know, I mean, you can offer summer school as credit for credit recovery, but also offering them the ability to return.
Okay. So they're high schools that kick children out after 4 years?
Most high school kids have about 4 years.
If they don't have enough credits? What do
Mm-hmm.
they do?
They GED programs. So the gold star, and particularly in our community, not in most communities, is graduation, right? If you're not going to graduate, once you are faced with that doom, school is senseless. The idea is that you enter in high school, graduate from high school. Once you're not going to do that, because the numbers, like I tell the boys, the numbers don't add up. You only can take 2 courses in summer school. You only get 3 summers, freshman, sophomore, junior, right, to your senior year.
Mm-hmm.
And if you fail 6 classes over your 4 years, you're not going to graduate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So as opposed to referring them to a GED program, you give them the opportunity to get a high school diploma, a level of completion, of feeling of success.
I had no idea. Okay.
School is really a setup, right? I mean, if you come into high school behind, at 14 years old, and in 2 years you have to take a state mandated assessment test. You're fucked. At 14, you're fucked.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that you do and everything that we structure has to be to counter that, right? The idea of being behind, right? And so I use the idea of that 1% better, right? The incremental increases, as opposed to trying to catch kids up or as alleviate the achievement gap, right? Like. See, the achievement gap is actually based on time. It's where you should be at third grade.
Right.
Right. But if you realize that, time is stagnant, but also we're flexible with time in terms of how long it takes you to high school. Right. If you look at the ability for students to have more time to do more work. The other thing is, I think that we're really good. The reason why the school is successful is because we center love, right? We center love and the general welfare of our students as paramount. If you start there, then everything else is.
You say the general what? The general wellness? What did you say? The general
wellness of students, right? Their success. It's not even leaving kids behind, but if you actually have a school that's structured to provide whatever the individual student needs, you care for student needs for 4 years, you'll get more growth as opposed to you trying to pour curriculum into it.
Yeah. It's like this revolutionary idea, which is simple as shiggity.
If you love these kids, then you want to see them be successful. And then everything you do would be to make sure our students are successful. And I think the idea of success is on an individual and collective basis, right? And so you can't lose the fact that each person has different needs. So if 15 people walk in here and they all need something different, then we need to be giving 15 people something different.
So then I guess the question becomes, so then how do you navigate that? How do you go about giving 200 different children what they need?
So the best way to do it first is to know the needs of the child. And that's what we don't start there. We start with what you're supposed to learn freshman year in high school. Right? So it's actually, the system's inverted. Not where are you and what you need. We don't start with, right? And so
right.
The idea is to know the individual needs. And that only comes from individual conversations, individual relationships with students. If you start a school there, everything else is easy.
So you start with the freshman curriculum. Do you find that, because we're talking about co-creating curriculum with students, so how does the curriculum change at all? Like, does it waver at all? Or is it what you're putting, is it the supports that you're putting in place to increase access to the curriculum?
The curriculum has to change. That means varying assessments. That means exposure to a variety of activities and experiences so students can use multiple modalities to acquire information. It's not the way schools work. And then centering, this work has been done by I can't remember who off the top of my head, but centering students' interests as a co-creator of curriculum.
So when you talk about curriculum, define curriculum. Are you talking, because do you have a set thing that you need them to learn when they graduate, right? Like they need to have this many maths and this many sciences and this. That's not changing.
The course requirements doesn't change. How we present, how we assess, and how we engage with English, math, reading and writing
Right.
has to change.
Right. Okay. There we go. That's what I was getting to. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I should be. It's like a fight
You want to
party.
take a nap?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm not really a napper. I mean, maybe I should. I don't know.
What time is the party?
She said